The game we want to highlight first, it's a Sunday night game. It is the Detroit Lions traveling to Kansas City to face the Chiefs. And despite having a losing record, the Chiefs are favored in this game against the 4-1 Lions. 2.5-point favorites. 52.5 points is the over-under here. Some notable injuries, though. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Terrion Arnold, Taylor Decker, Kirby Joseph, all DNPs yesterday. Brian Branch, an LP yesterday. And on the flip side, the Chiefs, 0 active roster players, limited or not participating in practice. It's a good sign for them.
So I kind of struggle with this game because I think the Lions structurally, schematically, and talent-wise have a lot of things that they can do on both sides of the ball to really frustrate the Chiefs. However, their starting secondary, potentially outside of their safeties, which are probably going to be Brian Branch, Kirby Joseph, I have zero doubt in my mind that they play. Their corners are going to be Amik Robertson, Rock Yassin, and probably Avonte Maddox. Or Khalil Dorsey, who I don't know if Khalil Dorsey's fully healthy yet. This is not good. This somehow happens to the Lions every year where we get to week 6 and everybody's gone. Everybody's hurt. On the plus side, there are rumors that Aleem McNeil might be getting healthier, so he might be coming around. I don't know if it's going to be this week, but he's going to be coming back very soon. But I do think the Lions have a lot structurally that can really give Kansas City fits. Kansas City's not very good defending play action. You saw it in the Jaguars game. They allow a lot of explosives off play action. That is not where you want to live against the Detroit Lions. Jared Goff is a jugs machine throwing play action. They are on the only team over 50% in play action usage on early downs. But what I really think this game is going to come down to is I think this is finally the JMO game. I think this is the Jameson Williams game. He's only been targeted on, I believe, 14.2% of his routes this year. Career low for him, according to Next Gen Stats. But again, the Chiefs give up so many explosives. You think about the miraculous Travis Hunter catch, but earlier on one of the first drives of the game, the Jaguars hit Brian Thomas Jr. on a deep crosser, and the Chiefs are trying to pass it off, and they almost do it. But Jalen Watson is late getting over to the other crosser by Brian Thomas Jr., and he gives up the lane. Thomas Jr. goes for 25 yards. That's those small explosives, those things can turn into massive chunk plays. And I think with the Lions playing the way they do, this offense is going to put a lot of points. They're going to put a lot of hurting on the Chiefs secondary.
So everything does point to me to the Lions. You have the play to put numbers to the play action that you mentioned. The Kansas City Chiefs defense is allowing a .656 EPA per play against play action passes this season. That is dead last in the entire NFL. The Chiefs are also the second worst run defense this year in terms of EPA per rush, fourth worst in success rate. Literally the two things that the Lions, that you don't want to have issues going against the Lions. But I love the way this Chiefs offense has played the past 2 weeks. And again, the pick 6 at the goal line, you're not going to count on that. They didn't have a turnover going into before that play this season, the Kansas City Chiefs. I don't think this Lions defense is going to be able to turn over Patrick Mahomes. So to me, yes, the Lions are going to put up a zillion points. I do like the over in this game. But I think the Chiefs are going to put up a zillion points too. I think this is going to be a real deal shootout. I think it's going to be reminiscent of one of the other times that Jared Goff and Patrick Mahomes have faced, that 2018 game, which was the all-timers when he was with the Rams. Jared Goff is 2-0 against Patrick Mahomes in his career, one of only 2 quarterbacks to be. You know the other quarterback who's 2-0 against Mahomes?
2-0 against Mahomes. Is it Tom Brady?
It's Ryan Tannehill. No one will ever guess that. Right?
This is that's like the JJ Barea guarding LeBron in 2011.
The fact that it's Jared Goff and Ryan Tannehill that are the 2 quarterbacks is just, it's a perfect. It's chef's kiss. But I just think it will come down to one of these quarterbacks with the ball in their hands at the end. One's at home, one's Patrick Mahomes, the other's just Jared Goff on the road, and Jared Goff in prime time. I'm going to lead Patrick Mahomes. So this is just, I think the Chiefs end up pulling this one away. Happy to be wrong. And again, like I said, a lot of things pointing the Detroit Lions way. But I do also just think that I would feel a lot better about this pick if this were week 7 and Rashee Rice were playing in this game. But even with, I think this Chiefs offense moves the football.
And to put some numbers to the Chiefs offense against the Lions defense, the Lions play the fifth most cover one in the NFL by percentage this year. They want to be a cover one, cover three heavy team. Patrick Mahomes actually has not been very good against man coverage this year, but he scrambled at a high rate against man coverage. But where that flips is even though Patrick Mahomes is averaging a career worst 52.1 completion percentage, negative 9.2 EPA per play against man coverage, a lot of that is without Xavier Worthy. And Xavier Worthy is the math changer when you play man coverage. You cannot isolate Xavier Worthy in man coverage because he's so explosive. And with this Lions secondary the way it is, you run the risk of getting burned downfield a lot. I do think Tyquan Thornton actually being a useful player in this offense is really fun. I'm going to pick the Lions. I'm picking the Lions here. Another thing is the Chiefs have not been good in close games this year. Their margin for error has shrunk so much because their defense can't stop anybody. They can't stop a soul, and I just worry that in close games, yeah, Patrick Mahomes is going to do Patrick Mahomes things, but he might not get the ball back to end the game, and that's where the big issue arises.
I feel like landing on this. I feel like it's going to be a Leo Chanel game. 2 weeks ago, you saw him have the big play against the Ravens. The Lions obviously are a Big 12 personnel team. That means Leo Chanel is going to be playing. I feel like this is a game where he has something. He does force a fumble. He does something in this game. It's going to be a Leo Chanel game.
He's gonna need to have a big play.
Yeah, I mean exactly.